Hello, welcome back. MC on stock market wrap up May 21st, 2020. Today was a down day for the market. We can't say we're shocked about that. The market needed a breather. It's still in a somewhat sideways pattern near the highs of the S&P and the Nasdaq that it's been making. It's sort of trying to decide when to break out or when not. This morning we had a pre-market. We said that right now the evidence shows that the market wants to go higher, but we're aware that we went up about 8% for the week. So it definitely makes sense that the market's going to pull back a percent or two or three. It did pull back on Tuesday by the close about a percent or two, and today closed about 0.5%, a little more. But now the futures, as I'm speaking, are up. We don't know what the morning will bring. It could change, it could evaporate, or it could be much higher. But the trend is up, and the trend is your friend. And don't fight the Fed. And like I spoke in other videos, we really want to focus on the trend. And as long as the trend is higher, we don't want to get sidetracked by all the noise and all the fears and all the negativity that we know exists every day, especially in this period of time that the whole world is trying to figure out what to do on a daily basis. Okay, so right now futures are up a little bit, but we're not going to get too excited. We're going to see how the market's going to open. Oil futures are down a little bit, 10 years down a little bit, copper's down a little bit. So the internals are not showing strength. They're not down hard, so it's not discouraging, but it is making us a little cautious. That means maybe the open won't be so exciting. Maybe the open will be a little flat. Maybe it'll be down a little bit. Maybe the internals will change and the market will go even higher. So we're really pretty optimistic to stay with the trend. We're aware that we're sort of going up to the top of the S&P and then getting hit down like we did today, like we did on Tuesday. But in general, there's really not that much to say except that we're encouraged to hold or buy the pullbacks. This morning in pre-market, we said we're going to hold or buy the pullbacks. I've been buying these pullbacks and getting long the market, continuing to long aggressively. Like I said other times, we're trying to go with the aggressive plays of the triple Nasdaq, triple S&Ps, shorting the VXX, shorting the volatility, and really trying to get as much as we can out of the market. I don't believe right now the market is going to pull back in a real way. We're going to have pullbacks here and there. We want to take advantage of the market that right now is pretty strong for the most part. I'm aware that there will be pullbacks, there will be difficult days, but we need to hold or buy them until further notice, unless the internals really show terrible futuristic things. Right now it's not showing that. It's just showing sort of muted behavior. So we're going to focus on the trend as long as possible. We're waiting for the market to be up about 13 or 14 weeks before we really start betting against the market, and we have to wait for the right time with that as well. Most of the time markets go up. You don't want to bet against the market. You don't want to get sidetracked with all these little pullbacks. You want to focus on the trend, but also keep an eye on the future, that in about a month or something like that, there might be a nice pullback, and we're going to try to capitalize and short the market. That means we'll buy inverse ETFs like the TVIX, which longs volatility, or things the like, and try to take advantage of that. But that only works when it works. When it doesn't work, it's a disaster. So let's make as much money as we can. We're trying to make hundreds of percent a year. We're on track of doing that already, and thank God we'll just keep focusing on the right things. Have a great night. See you tomorrow.